Let's make sure it's picking up. Yep, it is picking up the microphone. It is 3:56 in the morning. I was going to start about 50 minutes ago, but I saw that my good buddy Havoc was doing a stream. I didn't want to stream at the same time and take up, some valuable viewers in the same space if anybody even popped into my stream. Let him, and I also kind of wanted to see some more of him and Joshy's campaign playthrough. They're currently doing um, a Fantastic Four campaign. They're playing Fantastic Four characters with, themed enemies and everything like that. So I was like, you know what, like I kind of want to watch that, and I want to let them play and all that stuff, and just not overlap with them. So yeah, we're starting a little bit later than I intended, but also I don't make a schedule, so I could have said nothing, and this would have been a normal time. So today I am going to be playtesting. Well, continuing the playtest over here, Sinestro. Um, I'm debating whether or not I want to do a double play today. I don't know yet. We'll see. If it doesn't take like an hour and a half to get through, then I'll probably do two of them. And if you've seen any of my previous playthroughs, there was one. Well, there's two cards, but one of them kind of got resolved in chat in Discord. Which one was that? That was, why is it so hyper zoomed in? Why does it do that? I hate that so much. It was him. So I had brought up why I didn't think why wasn't this a when defeated ability? There are some minions, and I know they exist, but I've always tied those minions to. Oh, let me finish my thought before I go to the next one here, because I'm kind of out of order here. I felt this should have been when defeated. It's fine to be force interrupt, so let's get that out of the way first. There are some minions that have a force interrupt when they are defeated. Usually, those minions are ones that, like Loki, it essentially, you still defeat him, but it kind of cancels the defeat. Beetle, when you defeat her, she would shuffle into the villain deck. So I always kind of felt like, and then another early one was the drones from, God, what's his face? Ultron, where when you defeat them, they'd put in the top card and you'd get another minion. So I always thought that a force interrupt on a defeated card would be something that kind of manipulates the minion itself. And I guess it would be a way to say it, because in Loki's case, he would stay out if that force interrupt happens. Um, in Beetle's case, she would, instead of going into the discard pile, she would go into your deck, or into the encounter deck, excuse me. And in Ultron's drone's case, it would be they give you a new one. So I just kind of felt like there was like a theme there. There have been a few cards since then that have replaced their when defeated with force interrupts with the defeat context afterwards. Like there's a shield card, and there was another one that I saw that really wasn't in the same vein of anything else. So I guess it's fine for this to have a force interrupt. And honestly, in my opinion, it could be either or. If you did this as a when defeated, it would still kind of just affect the game the same way. It really wouldn't change the game state. The only thing this does is it prevents, I think, like coup de grace from happening. Another card that I'm gonna do this. So for starters, I messed up Kilowog and his side scheme. Yesterday when I played, it had the side scheme has a remove from the game thing on it. I plan on playing it as the card is printed this time. I messed it up yesterday because my brain, for some reason, even though I played it right 2 days ago and played it wrong yesterday, I'm going to play it right today. I just have a win defeated on it. So I'm gonna make sure I do that. I think yesterday I looked at that card and was like, oh, it doesn't have victory on it, so it doesn't leave the game. I've gotten so used to seeing victory as the new this card leaves the play or leaves the game when it's defeated. One card though that I am going to take my own liberty with this time is Sinestro's Might. So I had a small little brief back and forth with SuperTNT, the creator of this, also known as RyCoRan, that you see on the bottom here, um, because this card, as written right now, does nothing, and um, I think he understands where I'm coming from, and he was talking about possibly doing a next activation thing, which was also something I suggested. So this here is going to be, I'm going to play it with the intent of it being, he gets the overkill. If it damages, it stuns, and then it'll discard after the next activation. So I'm going to take that little liberty with this card. I don't normally do that, but I feel that's how it probably should be. And I think from what TNT was telling me in chat, that's something that he is looking at as well for a change for that card to make it do something. But speaking of TNT, I'm going to be playtesting a new hero. So I finished up Grifter. I've turned in his cast nomination. I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. Every single one of these sets so far that I've played, I've recommended to get past. Um, I joke sometimes that maybe I'm being too nice. Maybe I am being too nice a little bit, but honestly, this is all these sets have been really fun. Like it took me a minute to get into Grifter, but I got it, and once I got it, it was a lot more fun. I messed up Leo every time I played him, but I had a lot of fun with him. Um, I had my issues with Reverse Flash. I don't think he's a character that I'd go out of my way to play again, but I do think he is a deck that could be uh, sealed. I think it is a perfectly good deck. It's got a good theme to it. There are some execution problems, yeah, but it's been fun. CGR and Nova Prime are two characters that don't play to my styles, but I enjoyed them. I thought they were well done. Um, I just really like Sunfire. I really had fun with them. Same with Kate. Um, so today we're going to be playtesting Idnar. I don't know how to say it. I don't know Predator comics. I thought its name was Yautja, but I guess Yautja is the species name. Um, I have I looked a little into him when I first set up my table because I didn't see a precon at the time. So unlike most characters where I like to go in completely blind, I had to look in a little bit on him in case I had to make my own deck. I wound up, finding a deck, so it's all fine. Um, or I wound up finding a precon at least. My understanding though right now is that he is playing very strong, which we'll see how that impacts gameplay. I'm going to be play testing TNT's own card against TNT's own card, so we'll see what the winner is here. Um, One thing I did notice though in the beginning is that Targeted has a permanent setup on it, which player cards with permanent keywords do not get set up. Only campaign cards do. So he should have on his text, along with the Idnar begins the game with 3 Infralock upgrades set aside. It should also say that Targeted should be in play. Put the I think it would be put the Targeted upgrade in play, and then the 3 set aside infrareds. So he's got his aggression precon. I've got his obligation right here that that's going to go ahead in here now. I'm going to be play testing next to the Wraith, which is a character I made a little while ago, and I'm play testing Wraith because she's getting a lot of people printing her out right now. Which for starters, thank you. I appreciate it when you like something so much that you print it out, like it's physical, it's tangible. That's really awesome. Um, but I hadn't put her in a release state. And I was like, what if I messed something up or needed to make a small tweak to the cards? And is like, you know what? Let me see if she's actually in a release state right now, and I can take her out of beta. The first thing I noticed immediately is that Vigilante Life has a typo on it. I say discard one tech upgrade you control if no support was discarded this way. As you can see right there, I have right now a file that has the typo fix on it. When I finish this game, I'm going to be putting the fixes up on the Google Drive. I'm going to be putting them up on TTS, along with a couple other things. Like I have a patched arrow I have to make. I have some Atlas fixes I did. Jolt, one of her cards, got a buff that was really needed. Um, so um, it won't be the only thing I'm putting on the updates. But I did feel the need to get her another playtest to see if, you know, she I would be more comfortable when I see people, saying they're printing her. Um, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm using the protection precon that comes with her. He has an aggression precon, so hopefully I have enough thwarting where I don't get overwhelmed by all this. Since I haven't made the update yet for Vigilante Life, I'm going to be playing it as intended, which is if no upgrade was discarded this way. Again, Surge. I'm going to go to flip this, shuffle it. I'm going to play Kilowog's side scheme properly this time. And we're going to start. So she's 6-5, right? Yep, 6-5. It's been a minute since I've played tested Wraith here. She is my favorite character from Sentinels of the Multiverse. She was my go-to for the longest time. She's still kind of my favorite character in the game. I know that there are a few characters that I play now. Lady Liberty from the uh, what they call it, Sentinels Prime universe is certainly up there. There's what is her name? The Raven lady, when she becomes good, she's one of my favorite ones. Night Mist is a fun character. Night Mist is one of those characters I've actually I have cards made for her, and then I stopped when I hit like a little bit of a writer's block with her. And I had other characters I wanted to work on anyways. I think actually what was happening with her was I started making her and I was like, crap, I need to actually finish the Thunderbolts campaign. So I put her on the back burner, and then she's just been sitting with like 6 cards made for the last 8 months. So let's look here. So his ability, he starts with 3 Interlocks. Search your deck for an upgrade and add it to your hand. Okay, that's strong. It's a straight up search. Okay. Predator can have any number of cloak status cards. After you change to this form, give him cloak status card, which cloak status is a -2 or prevent 2 damage, or you can use it and get 2 to the attack. I don't think you can choose though. If you use your basic power beforehand, it has to go there. It's not a choice. You have to take it. I've also done the rest of his setup. I've got Parallax out here. I've got Fear Unleashed out here. And then I gotta go ahead and flip this. There's nothing else, right? I'm not forgetting anything. Nope. Fantastic. Let's look at his hand. So an upgrade weapon here. I do like the drop shadows you have on these cards. Although I will say that if you're going to put them on there, I noticed that the drop shadow on his hands and claws don't extend all the way off the framing. But considering nobody else does drop shadows, I didn't even actually, when I grabbed this, I didn't realize it was TNTs. And then I was setting everything up and I saw, oh, his cards have drop shadows on his art. TNT does that. Who else is doing that? Oh, TNT. Man, I might. That's probably good to have out. I haven't played any of the stuff from Winter Soldier's set yet. Also, I didn't realize that Winter Soldier had a star as his icon. I made Miss America, and I gave her a star as her icon because she should have a star. She makes star-shaped portals. I didn't even know that. +1 attack. So this is definitely coming out. Fusillade is with his weapon as well. So let's go ahead and do his action. Again, I always make the guest deck play first. Yeah, so Idnar, what are his upgrades? I've also gone into this as blind as possible, even though I did see some of his cards. So I don't know everything he has. Exhausted, no power for each. Number 1 threat. That's pretty strong. So this is just... Considering that neither of these characters is Justice, let's grab the threat removal. And then I will start getting some cards out. Surprise move. I like Fusillade in this deck because I know he's going to have a lot of weapons. But I see more valuable things. Attachment is defeated. Alright. After it changes form, you get cloaked. So you can have any number. That's also strong. Does he have cards that actually just flat out give him cloaked? I don't need to do this yet because there is no threat, but I do have Retaliate 1 and Piercing now. So let's start by... I have Piercing? 1 cost, Retaliate 1 and Piercing? That's strong. It's not overpowered, but it's certainly strong. So let's hit him for 3 here. Stap him up for 3. So his setup goes first. And let me look at the setup again. I want to see something. Because technically, if the player's setup goes beforehand, setup. Select identities, set hit points, select first player, set obligations, set nemesis. I like how the game encourages players to pick their hero after they see the enemy, but it also says that the first thing that you're supposed to do is select your identities, and then number 8 is select your scenario. Put setup cards into play. Because if resolve player setup abilities last. However, this is not a setup ability, this is a response. This gets set up before then. I am not going to put infrared locked onto this. I don't know. I don't even see it on the thing what order is, and I'm going to go with the Grim rule and say that I can't infra-lock it right now. So do the 3 damage because I have piercing. And oh, actually I do 2 more damage. because of that. It's going to end Predator's turn. On to Maya. Did I actually want to mulligan anything she had? Probably should. I mean, I like everything that I have. I can get rid of tack in, I guess. Impromptu invention. All right. I'm going to reduce damage to friendly characters in your play area from enemy attacks by 1. Turn begins. Get rid of this card. I could probably have just put temporary on this. I don't know why I put all those words on there. Oh well, it's staying. All right. Let's spend 2 to get the plasma pistol out. I'll exhaust it to draw 4 and discard 2. Bunker. Fanatic is another one of those characters I really like. Legacy is another one. I like actually like playing Pauline Parsons a bit more. She doesn't call herself Pauline though. I forget what she calls herself. Because she uses her middle name because she doesn't like having the same name set as her father and grandfather and great-grandfather. All right, discard 2, so we're going to get rid of this, sadly. I don't think I need smoke bombs yet. Let's go to smoke bombs. I do have combat stance now, which is awesome. Let's get rid of endurance. I already have 11 hit points. It's not that big of a deal. Let's get rid of fanatic for combat stance. So I retaliate 1, and I can use this to get defense. I will flip. I will. Man, I'm just going to keep spending all my allies to impromptu invention. So I get to choose 2. I'm going to draw 2 cards. I'm going to find a tech card and put it into play exhausted. I do have more tech cards, right? I do. This, I'll be fine, completely fine with letting this come in exhausted. What did I put on this? This is so wordy. It's 8 lines, 7 lines. Exhaust infrared eyepiece and discard the top card of the encounter deck. Remove threat from a scheme equal to the amount of boost icons on that card. The discarded card had a star icon in boost area. Shuffle it back into the encounter deck. I mean, these are all good cards to have, but I don't want to blow any of them. I will attack for 1. I will exhaust this, ready, attack for 1. Alright, unlike yesterday where I was destroying Parallax immediately each time, he actually gets to do something. That'll end the player phase. Don't want to get rid of any of these. No. Now I need to flip back down so I can play this, because this is a great card. Not today. Ready him, and he's got a 5-card hand size. And 5. So, are there those pictures mean anything, or are they just there? Exhaust this counter, place 1 glyph counter here. Predator's hit points are... Oh, it's a countdown, isn't it? Less than half its starting hit points. Discard this card. Deal 1 damage to each enemy for each glyph. Okay. There's no limit to that. Wow. All right. Jungle Stalk. Find a minion and put it in play. Engage with you. You'll damage from your hero equal to the boost icons and give him a cloak status. Okay. And Yarnborn. Okay. He just steals that, I guess. That belongs to Valkyrie. And energy. Okay. So, 1, 2. I could have removed threat. Why did I do that? I didn't need to do 2 damage to him. I could have just knocked this down. After the villain phase begins, each player discards a mental resource. So that's my punishment. This is gone. And not today is gone. That's what I get. And then I don't have Sinestro cores in and don't have attachments in. He attacks. Predator can probably just take some damage here. I mean, I'm going to be brutally honest. He's fine. So let's just take the damage. For 3 damage with Retaliate 1. Parallax attacks for 3. He attacks whoever has fewest mental in their hand, which she's got 1, he's got none, so it stays. For 3. Attacks Wraith. Wraith will take this. Yeah, Wraith will take this. She's going to be flipping immediately anyways. 1 damage. Encounter and encounter. Damage replace 2 threat on the main scheme of parallaxes. Okay, so I don't have a choice. Take 1 damage, 2 threat. Awesome. That's actually the first time I think I've gotten both options on that. Discard an ally or upgrade this. Fuck this card. We're just gonna get rid of the gun, which I'm so fine with. I didn't even put the counters on it. All right, we're over here, so I have to flip down to get ingenuity out. I will. This sucks. I hate having so many good cards in my hand. And grapple hook to remove 3 threat. I will remove the last 2 so I can start working on the main. When defeated, each player draws 1. Hey, inventory barrage. There's also each tech upgrade in your play area. Do you X plus 2 damage to an enemy? Inventory barrage, funnily enough, is the card I hate the most in her set from her Sentinels version, because her upgrades, they're not upgrades in that game, they are equipment ongoings, are the most valuable thing in her kit that you do not want to get rid of them. Should be fine without bunker, honestly. I kind of want to keep him in his 3 attack though. Let's get ingenuity out. So now I have 2 sources of extra resources. Also, I got attacked, so I should have retaliated. It's going to be funny. There's going to be a lot of retaliate in this game. All right. Predator kind of also wants to flip down now. Let's see here. Look at the top card of the encounter deck for each icon and its star or its boost field. So 2 from here. So currently I'd be hitting for 4. What do I have? What's this one? This is an upgrade. Because I'm trying to maximize damage with that. It is a filthy shame I cannot split resources on these cards. So exhaust his card placement glyph. When his hit points are less than half his starting hit points, I discard it to deal 1 to each enemy. That is so ridiculously strong. Like even with the kind of limiter on that where you have to be under half your hit points. Yeah, it's still extremely strong. A lag there. I'm going to overpay for Yarnborn as well. I have 1. This isn't restricted because it's his wrist. Yeah, I'll just have the 1 restricted. I'm going to exhaust to get a counter on this. I will... And it's going to be kind of pathetic, but I'm going to be attacking for... I mean, just 3, right? I'm not losing my mind or anything. Yeah, just 3. I mean, it'll defeat Parallax. Now next time he comes in, I'll definitely be able to put the counter on him. 1 here. And he doesn't get shuffled in, right? I'm not making that up. Yeah, he just dead. He did. That'll end Predator's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove 2 threat from scheme. 4 if you are cloaked. He is not. Razor Hunt. I like how we're doing. They're their allies because the Predator tried to kill Wolverine. Is that a different line for the max 1 per deck? Aren't those supposed to be in the same line? I don't know what it is. Like maybe Marvel CDB is having some like hit their limit for their traffic or something like that for the month, but they're not loading anymore. Yeah, connection is timed out. I need to double check that. I'm pretty sure max 1 per deck is supposed to be on the same line as team up. Also, you're missing a period on your team up. Deal damage to each of them, deal 3 damage to enemy, deal 3 damage to enemy. That's pretty good. Hopefully I see that. Shock girl. So it's just flat out threat removal. Fantastic. All right, 1, 2. Schemes for 4. Attacks for. I should be able to take this. I'll be flipping soon. You are confused. For 1. An encounter. There's Mongol. I like Mongol. I actually really like this as an enemy. Because his set kind of needs enemies to help distract, because he's not an overly strong encounter. Attached to Sinestro. This is the one that produces the damage. Yeah. Fantastic. Also, I said it like the first time I play tested that I didn't like all of his attachments had boost effects, but in this set it's perfectly fine. It's completely fine because he's not if he was like an extremely strong character and then his attachments did that, I'd probably have a problem with it. But I have no problem with this. He's not extremely strong. He's fairly well balanced, so I'm perfectly fine with his attachments doing so much there. On to Predator. I'm not cloaked. So let me put one of these on each enemy. So does he have other attachments for enemies? For each upgrade. I mean, let's spend 2 on Shark Girl. That is not Lava Boy. Do 3 damage with piercing. And deal 2 damage. So I know that's not her best math right now, but I need her to do something. Let's spend this to remove 2 threats. Do I have exhaust this to get that? This. Nothing. Really? Nothing? It has no icons on Archillo. Interesting. I didn't even notice that until now. After I attack, I don't have a fisty, so. And no minions engaged, so that's end of that turn. Why am I exhausted? Why is this all this? I didn't write here. Wait, I'm on a new turn. I didn't grab her hand at all. Did I play her first? No, I didn't. This is the 3rd turn. I didn't do anything for her. Use for ability. And discard 2, which I'm fine with losing. A plasma pistol. Forceful generator is probably really good to have out right now. Absolute 0. He is an absolute 0. Riposte is probably good to have in. Never back down is good to have in. What else am I going to get rid of here? Get rid of a suit yourself. I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 for the force field generator. So I'm protecting myself before I get myself wrecked to myself. 3 damage an enemy if any damage will be added to this attack. Double the amounts added. I don't think I have anything right now that will add. I keep forgetting I have resources available to me. I probably could have saved some cards in hand. So this one, what's this? Plus 1 to device powers. Flip. I will 1, 2 to smoke bomb. Probably should have named it smoke bomb and not bombs. I think the card is actually called smoke bombs, though, right? Is it? That is a good question. I think it is called smoke bombs, and I did name everything exactly after the cards. So yeah, I think it is. They actually named smoke bombs in the game. So I'll get +1 to my basic powers, which means I have 2 attack, 3 thwarts. I could. Let's attack. Exhaust this, ready, attack. That's 4 damage. Get Mongol away from me. I could get Bunker in. So let's do it. Let's get Bunker in. Bunker! Bunker will attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. I forgot that this existed, so 2. I will exhaust this to ready and attack for, 2 again. Should be 26. He's on 2 damage. She can out chump block. End turn. She gets 5. Another suit yourself. Grappling hook to remove threats. That's defense. Good guard. Plus with this. Alright. Ready him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get. What? Oh, that's the bottom of my deck. How did I grab the whole deck? What is it doing? What is going on right now? Get in here. Flip. We shuffle this and draw him 1 more card. What the hell is happening there? Also, I forgot to... Is this whenever any, or when 1 goes into play against you? Oh, I can do it to any... Oh my god, I need to pay attention to that. I need to remember that. Alright. 1, 2. Attacks over here. Does he actually defend himself ever? Cloaked. Discard attachment. Okay, that's pretty good. Attacks. I have to block here. No, Stark Girl will block. I already knew our killer was on top. I knew it was going to be 1 damage. I don't know why I did that. Or get out of her hand. We don't belong there. Attacks Wraith. Bunker. Should I block with Bunker or should I just attack with Bunker? Because 3 damage is 3 damage. This is reduced by 1. And I get +1 to my powers. So I'll block for 2, 3, 4. And along with Desperate Defense for 6. I will not be taking damage from this. It does get revealed though. So it does get an additional attack. That's still not enough to beat 6. So I ready. And we get encounter and encounter. Oh, flip. And this. Let's just go ahead and burn that down. Whoa. Where'd that just... Oh. I didn't realize it pulled from that far away. Let's see. Schemes for 3. First player. All right. So what do I got here? I need to get a Fisty and energy to get rid of his damage reduction, which I have. But these are good cards, so I don't think it'll be coming from her. Is this mental? Okay, I can at least get rid of that. Let's get rid of that with these two. Thwart for... Oh, this is gone. For 2. I will ready thwart for 2. Deal 3 damage. 2 damage. And end her turn. On to this over here. So what's going on with this? Predator enters play. After Xenomorph enters play, ready Predator. When Xenomorph is defeated, shuffle it into your deck. So I am paying for a minion. That is interesting. Okay, that's cool. All right. What's this? Honor Hunt. Honor Hunts. Victory 0, Assault. Okay. While it's in victory display, I gain action, find a minion, and put it in play, engage with me. Any player may trigger this ability limit once per round. And it's good. I will just put this into play. Please. Thank you. I'm going to use my action to get an upgrade. And add to my hand. Plasma Caster. Why would I not? Might actually just stay down. He's at 5. It wouldn't be a bad idea to heal him up a little. Question is, 1, what do I pay here? Get rid of this. Get my Plasma Caster out. Spend this to get the Xenomorph out, who won't be able to do anything right now. And end turn. So 6. Oh, that is a minion entering play. I finally get to do this. And 6. I finally remembered. I remembered this time. And draw her 5 cards. All right. That is one of the big cards in her mechanic, and it is second last hand. Fantastic. 1, 2. Oh, this should have 5. So, attacks. What do I have here? I mean, I could just take it. I have a force field generator. I need her to kind of stay available to remove threats. Let me just take it for 2 damage. And schemes here. Oof, 4. And then he schemes for 0. Ooh. Drug mutations. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spite. So essentially, Spite, he has 3 attachments in here that turn minions into druggies. Or junkies, excuse me. And when they're junkies, they get bonuses because of this. That's always fun. Spite defeats an ally, restore him to his printed hit points. He has one, two, so he has 4 attack right now. So he needs to be dealt with. This one, attach. This is the one that prevents damage. Yeah, okay, awesome. Over here, I'm gonna heal for 4. Flip. I'm going to bio helmet. It's for each icon, right? Yep, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Knock that out. I'm going to use, what's the other one? Sauce, deal 2 damage to enemy 3 if that enemy has an upgrade attached. So 3, so I have to kill this. Which when attached minion is defeated, remove 2 threat, 3 if that scheme is a side scheme. So let's remove it from here. Let's get shuffled back in. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to have a cloak status because I switched this form. I'm looking at the regular bags like as if cloak's a thing that's actually in the game. I can reduce, I can exhaust, place 1. I attacked an enemy, so I can exhaust this and spend a fisty Wolverine. Goodbye, Wolverine. I'm the Yacha, baby. To deal 2 damage to an enemy. Let's knock Spite. Oh, speaking of which, Spite should have one of these. I need to remember to do this shit. I keep looking at the wrong hand. Let's use. I don't have any more minions engaged with me. Okay, I should have prioritized that better to save 1 off of this. Generate. Really? That's okay. 1. Let's put this into play right now. I don't know why I didn't do this before I defeated the alien. I have no resources available to me to hit with this. And I don't have any resources available to hit with this. If I would have done this beforehand, I would have at least been able to do this and defeated him, but I don't. You know what? Again, first time playing him, so I should just be reading his cards better. On to Wraith. So I got the micro-targeting computer, which is a big deal for me. I'm not the biggest fan of energy barriers. I think they're fine when you need them. I keep forgetting that I also still have 2 resources, and so I could be using those since I'm not playing anything else on my turn. What to do? I'm gonna deal. I'm gonna remove 2 threat. He's got 4 attack. He's got 5 attack now because I have the targeting computer. I might need to just keep hitting him a little bit. So let's make it 2 attacks on him. Or excuse me, let's put this back up to 13. Yeah, attacker thwart. I could use this to do additional damage. So it's defeated. And this still happens. So this can remove 2 threat from a side scheme. From a scheme. So yeah. It'll end the player phase. Having some rough turns. I'm gonna discard this. And I'm gonna discard this. And draw just 3 new cards. Razor Ordnance. This 2, 3. Hey, alright, I get to kill him again. Alright. 1, 2. I didn't deal any damage to him, so this didn't happen. Oh, I'm supposed to have. It's the attachments, right? Yeah, I'm supposed to have an additional 1 here, 1 here. Hey, is this the thwart? No, it's just straight up threat removal, so I'm not confused, doesn't even matter. And then this turn, they would each take 2, because these are both in play. All right. 1, 2. Attacks Predator. This will do 2 less damage because it cloaked. Do I want to block? Do I want to block? I feel like he's at his best when he's ready. Doesn't look like he has a ton of redding in his kit. So let's just take it. Reveal this card, but it doesn't happen, which means that it should get another card to reveal. So he would get attacked for 2, which prevents all of it. Comes to damage for each Sinestro. If none were, put him into play, engage with you. I know each player gets a Sinestro. Does it search or does it discard? And they're being put into play, engaged, but they're not being revealed. Grab these guys. He's kind of useless if nothing's there. So she's not getting revealed. He's not getting revealed. Rough. All right. So, oh, which means that she attacks for 1. Attacks Wraith. I will defend 3 and 4, 5. All right, I kind of got to do something about these. All right, this is gonna get. It's starting to get rough. Defend for 5, so I take no damage. I remove 2 threat from scheme. Then he attacks for 1. That goes into this. Attach Spite if you cannot. Attach to the minion with the highest attack without a drug on them. Attach minion gains a junkie trait. Let's attach to this one. Hero form, the villain attacks me. Well, that's kind of rude. This happens afterwards, so he gets 3 damage, so he finishes off the tech. And then this, I have to discard a random card from my hand. Urgh! I know that they all cost 1. It's not that big of a deal. First player. Oh shit! What did I spend to play that defense? By the way, I didn't spend anything, which means it looks like I didn't spend any resources, which means I should just do that. What I just did right there. Why do I have this? Is this from Unicorn Stable? It might be. All right. Let me spend 1 to Razor Ordnance Dude on me. It would do 3 damage. I'm adding 1 damage to it, which adds 2 damage to it instead. So it's gonna kill the hell out of Crib. Let's exhaust, because I'm not going to play anything else. So I might as well exhaust this ready. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. Do I have any of these resources? This is Energy Fisty. Energy Fist. Yeah, let's do it. I have a base 3 defense, really. Also, he should have taken a retaliate damage, which he shouldn't have taken anything because it reduces damage. All right. Over here. Oh, yeah. And that dude would have had this on him, which means I would remove 2 threat from a scheme. I'm just forgetting to put in for red out or in for lockout. So I'm going to start like retconning the shit out of this right now. All right, so I do not have cloaked. Can I pay for? Let's do this. This. Do I want to do this now? Let's save it. Let's save it. Exhaust. 2 damage. Exhaust. Move the top and remove threat. 1, 2. I will... Man, I really like aggressive conditioning right now. One, two, Savage Skewer. It's 4 damage, which will defeat. And I remove 2 threat from a scheme. From there, I kind of want to get aggressive conditioning out. I want to get all this out, honestly. I keep forgetting to use this. Could have used this to make that cost a little less and keep the Xenomorph in my hand. I will assault 1, 2, 3. And I'm thinking I'm gonna flip. Kind of got the threat sorted out right now. Done. All right, let's draw back up. She gets 5. Deck's out. Really, I'll burn through a deck that quickly, huh? 4. 3. All right. 1, 2. This is against the Wraith. I feel like it's been Wraith's turn for 2 in a row. Oh, that's because he activated against her. The Wraith gets attacked for 2. Use this for not today, along with this. Defend myself for 5. Take no damage. And I did not today, which removes 2 threat from a scheme. Did I place the 2 threat? I did. 1, 2. I don't know why I'm farting right now in my head. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And this happens. That's where I'm like, something else happens. This happens. Discard a random card. Why did it go up there? What the fuck? All right. Schemes. 4. Just 2. Not bad. All right. Encountera. This whiffs because I did not put Surge on it for a very good reason. All right, this is one that I have to remember. This is going to be his next attack activation. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. So this will not defeat him, but it might exhaust everything. So 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2 mentals. So the 2 mentals are place 1 threat in main. 1, 2. And what was it? An energy? Fisty? A Fisty. Take 1 indirect damage. I like that card. 1. I mean, I don't like that it's hurting me, but I do like the card. All right. Oh, shit. I was also supposed to everybody take 1 indirect damage. I've done a good job of getting his Sinestro cores, so this is not procced once. But I should be remembering to take damage for attachments. All right. Idnar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if there's another upgrade in here. There is. Exhaust. Going on. This to the thwart. 1. This to deal 2 damage to enemy with ranged. Not that that entirely matters. Also, I defeated an enemy last round. I forgot about this. Exhaust a weapon. Exhaust this. This is a weapon. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. Now that I don't have distractions, I'm just going to start fucking wailing on him. I'll spend the 1, the 2, the exhaust and remove 1, 3 to get aggressive conditioning. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to get blood rage in 2, but I cannot. I'm not getting rid of the spine rip. How much damage did I do to him? I did damage to him. I did 5 damage to him. He gets all 5 of that health back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is defeated. The Wraith. Would it be without me messing something up here? 1, 2. I can do the plasma pistols. Let's put that plasma pistol out. It's 3 uses. I'll exhaust with this and this to deal 2 damage to an enemy. These are attacks, right? No, it's not an attack, so I cannot use it on assault. Oh, these are the assault only is basic attack. Did I attack this with an event? I think I might have. Did I? No, because it's straight up 3 damage. It must have been from my attack, because he had 3 attack until this round. Yeah, I'm done. Do I want to flip her down, actually? What are we at? Yeah, she can flip down. Razor Ordnance. Good card. This. Oh, 2 spine rips, huh? Fantastic. All right. 1, 2. Escape. Attacks the predator. I didn't even look at what I had. I'm going to take this for 2 damage. I need to start getting through this. I'm already an hour into this. I probably won't do 2 then. We'll see. Schemes for 4. And this was actually 2 more damage. Now it's gone. Each player searches the counter deck and discard pile for Sinestro minion. Sinestro. What are the easy ones to do? Homeboy right here, who you can kill in 1 hit, so he doesn't retaliate. Who's the other one? The one that whose name is really just Arquillo. Let's get Arquillo in here. I'm already flipped, so I'll get rid of it. Over here. I will draw 4. That's why I went through my deck so quickly. I draw 4, discard 2. Draw 4, discard 2. I'm going to end up using Suit Yourself. I don't need 2 reposts. I don't need another plasma pistol. I will then use Suit Yourself. It sounds like I'm saying suit yourself. Suture. 1, 2, 3. I'll flip and I can get Tachyon in. Which might be what I do. She's a good card. Let's spend 2, 3, 4 for Tachyon. Oh yeah, 2 enemies came into play. Let's interlock them. All right. So just to refresh. Retaliate only happens when they're attacked, right? So if they're damaged, there is no retaliate. Retaliate. To retaliate. X is attacked. Yep. So she's going to thwart for 2. And then remove 1 threat from a scheme and deal 1 damage to an enemy. Remove 1. And actually, since he does 4 damage flat out, I don't need that. Use this to raise our ordnance with micro-targeting computer. So it's normally 3, but it's doing 5 now, as it doubles the excess. This is defeated. Our kilo is defeated. This happens and it removes 2 threat from the main. I will then kind of want to keep Razor Ordnance in my hand for next round now. I will exhaust combat stance to ready myself. I will thwart for 2. And then, oh, this isn't even ranged. I'll attack for 1. Predator, who's been confused since the dawn of time. Is this a thwart? No, it's not. So 1 threat. This to deal. Is this ranged? It is ranged. Kind of doesn't matter though, because I can defeat him in 1 hit. So let's do the 2 damage to the villain. One, 2 for big. I will attack and defeat this guy because I'm doing 4 damage. And for locked removes 2. I get a counter here. I'm going to exhaust this to get a counter here. I do keep forgetting that he has retaliate. I keep forgetting she has retaliate. Actually, I don't know. I might be remembering everything. I could have used this. Is it only events? Next card you play? Yeah, I could have made Throg cheaper. Or not Throg, but Bug. Which means I would have kept this in my hand. Which doesn't matter. Does not matter, because I honestly probably want to discard it to get more cards. Bug. I have guard. So Bug could have actually attacked this for 1. And then I attack and defeat the minion that I just did. And Bug heals for 1 off of that. Done. Oh yeah, I'm discarding Throg. Encounter this. Throg right back in. Fantastic, Throg. Like you never left. Over here, she draws 2. Do I want to keep? Yeah, I'm going to keep them all. All right, flush on some defense now. 1, 2. Scheme or attacks over here. I will block these. So I'm at 3 right now. And I'm exhausting this to play. Never back down. So I'm blocking for 5. I am perfectly fine. And I stun him, which means he goes to activate against Predator and cannot. You are banned from my chat. Thank you, bot. Wow, that one even added me. That's pretty fucking stupid. I might not have noticed if otherwise. Actually, no. Wow, it even says you're likely ban evader. Dude, awesome. Well, you're banned. Stunned against this, so encounters decked out finally. I have been going through this really slow. I know I had a longer intro on this one. But man, this turn upgrade. Fuck you. Fuck this card. Plasma pistol's gone. Cut off card's one of my least favorite cards in the entire game. Alright, he's in. And now he's drugged up. So this is the random card, right? Yeah. Alright. First player. Exhaust. One more. I feel like I'm saving this for just like a big hit. Because it is not maxed out. And you can do it whenever you have less than hit, max hit. So this to remove 2 threat from a scheme. This to deal and 2 damage to the 2 damage to his power ring. Deal 1 damage to bug to attack. Actually, let's get the last one off of this. While it's in the victory display, it gains action. Find a minion and put it into play, engage with you. Any player may do this. Oh yeah, speaking of which, you have this. So I'm going to action and find a minion. Search. That would be pretty funny. That would be so fucking funny. What's the damage looking like in my hand? I could kill it immediately. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm grabbing it. Parallax, get in here. 10 health. You're in for locked. Can you imagine him on drugs? Oh, that'd be fucking awesome. Oh, he's tough. That's right. Well, it's as long as if I have any way to pierce him or anything. Speaking of which, let's pierce him for 4 damage. 4. Do I have a fisty? I do have a fisty. But I'm not gonna yeah, actually let's fisty to yarn board him for 2 more. Let's spend which of these am I keeping? I'm gonna keep the other spine rip. 1, 2, 3 to rip spine for 7 damage with overkill. So he's dead. Dead. This 3 damage. 2 threat. There's no threat to remove, so boo hiss, boo me. I defeated a minion. So get that. And I attacked. I'm gonna flip. Because there's no threat in the main. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. This is gone. A lot of dogs in the fire. A lot to keep track of here. I will spend 1 on Razor Ordnance with this to give it +2. So this is defeated. So the top card. You refers to the person defeating it. Energy. So place 2 threat on the main scheme. Oh no. Anything but that. There and there. Do I spend the one resource plus one of these two? I need to start doing damage. So 1, 2 for smoke bombs. I'll exhaust smoke bombs to ready. Attack in will thwart the 2, deal 1, and then remove 1, but she can't remove anything. I will attack for 2. And that will end her turn. So she gets 4 cards. Maybe I'll actually play Absolute Zero this time. And he gets 5 cards for... Man, I wonder which ones are accidentally in her hand. Hey, I haven't seen this. Defense. Oh my god, he does have a defense in his deck. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3. Schemes for 4. And attacks. Yeah, she should have another damage on her. I'm not going to defend with her, though, because she is valuable. So I'll defend for 3. And he's doing 1 less damage. 3, 4, 5, 6 against a nothing. I deal 1 from retaliate. I deal 3 from that. Encounter, encounter. Here we are, guard, retaliate. And he's nice enough to be in for lock too. And this. Alright. Was it 2 or 3? It's 2. Okay, I'm just making sure. Just gotta make sure sometimes. This is gone. I don't have any cards now that get additional benefits from doing extra damage. So I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 for Absolute Zero, who completely meets his requirement for stunning an enemy. Spend this to get this. She will thwart for 2, deal 1 damage, remove 1, and die. Nope, not going my hand. Die. He will thwart for 2. I will exhaust to ready. I will exhaust and exhaust to deal 2 damage. And that will end the Wraith's turn. Onto this one. Heal for 4. Flip. Two. This to 1, 2. This is rain, so fuck your retaliate. I will spend the one, 2, 3 for spine rip. So 7 damage to overkill. Which means 3 onto him. No, 4 onto him because he was already hurt for 1, wasn't he? Yeah. This would remove threat. There's nothing to remove threat from. I don't have the... I do have the resources. Let's exhaust this. Spend both resources. Fusillade with this for 5 damage. Move them on. On to the next phase, which is 36 hit points. I remember that, as I've done this twice now. When revealed, search for an attachment and attach it to him. Which one do I want? Let's do the one that's gonna disappear after it's used. I will be, unfortunately, I didn't attack this turn, so Bug wouldn't be able to heal. So I'm actually going to keep that untouched. All right. Once I finish drawing up my hand size, I will go to the bathroom after. So there's his and 4. All right. Take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. All right. Do-do-do-do. He gets 1, 2, 3. He would attack Wraith, but is stunned. He attacks the Yaosha, who, what does this one do exactly? I'm taking any amount of damage. 3 of that damage. Paid for it with an energy. This is 4 damage. I'm going to take it 5, 6 damage, and then when I take any amounts, this, I take 3, and I go Cloak. I keep looking at the regular statuses. Not there. Now this discards itself also. 1, 2, 1, 2, from having 2 attachments in the beginning. Encounter and encounter. Oh yeah, a 1 off of here, so he discards a random card. Isolad. Hero, the villain attacks. So 2, 3 damage, which I'm taking. I honestly probably should have defended. Why didn't I defend? Why am I thinking I'm Predator? Hold on. I know I'm not supposed to do this. This is 3 defense, and I would, as safety precautions, pay for desperate defense to block 5. I would have taken 3, so I overpaid, but I do ready, and then I do discard a random card on my other desperate defense. Well, this is gone. That is gone. And then this, ooh, guard tough. All right. Predator's turn. Let's start let's get dangerous here. Darkwing Duck. Just one. I will. How much damage am I hitting for? Hitting for 4. Oh yeah, you have this. So I'm hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell's in my hand? I've already forgotten. Threat 4 from cloaked. I mean, that's not needed. So I'm going to attack with piercing for 4. I'm going to use this to defeat him. There for 3 damage. So goodbye, Moon Man. That happens and removes 2 threats. And I get a counter. I could have reduced the cost of a card by... I keep forgetting Man on the Wall. I've never played a deck with Man on the Wall before. I've never played a Soldier deck before. So I could have actually paid for Savage Skewer and done 4 damage. Also, I attacked, so he would have died before this even hit him. So then I use this on the villain instead for 2 damage. Because I forgot Cloak. I would have had 2 more attack. Don't want to use Bug right now. I prefer to use Bug first, but when you go have an enemy that has Guard and Tough, I probably could have removed 1 threat. That would have been useless. So speaking of useless, what do I want to do here? Grappling hooks doesn't have a purpose right now. Smoke bombs, I can get smoke bombs in. It gives me 1 to all my basic powers. So I can flip heal for 4. I can draw 4 and discard 2, and hopefully I've got something I can put in. There's no a need for 2 of these. Suture Self is no longer needed. I had Suture Self in my hand. Why did I even bother recovering? Just because I had an additional 1? No. No, I'd rather spend Suture Self to heal for 3. And now I just have to discard another card from the ability, since I would have spent that as not a discard. Impromptu Invention is always good. That's good. I don't even need this. I really don't. There's no threat. I mean, it really kind of didn't matter. Yeah, let's have done that. This would have been in my hand. And I would have healed max, because it kind of doesn't matter. I'm in this form right now anyways. Absolute Zero will just attack for 1 and turns. A little bit of a messy turn from me, but I got to where I was trying to get to. Fanatic. 1, 2, 3. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Attacks for base 2. I do not have a defense. I do have this. Saying. I will defend for 2. And I get confused. I'm already confused. So I take no damage. And Maya gets schemed against for 1, 2, 3, 4. Encounter and encounter. Guard Patrol. When revealed, discard an energy. Alright, well, this has to go. Ooh, more Moment of Triumph. Guard goes Patrol. And you get this. Alter Ego. Discard an ally or upgrade I control. I kind of like all my upgrades, so I'm going to discard Episode 0, who would have just been a chump blocker anyways. This, flip, let's do it. Let's draw the 4. Discard 2. Good card. These are all good cards. 1. I don't need Suit Yourself. 2. I will spend 2. It's gone as well. 3 for the force field generator. I will spend 1 on endurance. Flip. My new max hit points are 14. So I have 1, 2, 3. Supposed to do 5 damage. Let me spend her back down for impromptu invention to draw 2 cards, and I'll put a tech card from a discard pile into play exhausted. So 1 more and a tech card into play exhausted. Well, there is some threat for me to remove finally. So let's do that. Let me spend... Oh yeah, I kind of want to play Fanatic just for the hell of it. Let's spend 1 though to grapple hook with micro-targeting computer, which will remove 2 additional threats, so 5 threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will attack for 2. I will ready. I will attack for 2. And end the turn. Alright, over here. I am in an awkward spot right now. I will deal 2 damage. Or 3 damage, excuse me, because it does deal extra for the thing. This. Move 2. I will spend 1. What's this one do? Not needed. 2. 2. Actually, 1. Yeah, let's use this. 2. To Fusillade. Deal 5 damage to this, so she's dead by 2. This doesn't do anything. Or 5 damage, she's dead by... Yeah, she's dead by 2. Or 3, because that should have done 3 damage, not 2 damage. So she's dead by 2, which means a moment of triumph to heal 3. End the turn. He draws 1, 2, 3, 4. She draws 3 and readies. Didn't I just go through my deck? Yes, I did. 1, 2, 3. Attacks the Wraith, who suddenly has more hit points than the Predator does. Oh yeah, I forget his hit points are actually 16, so... Alright. Attacks over here. I will defend this, this as well, so I'm at 4 defense, not today, for 6 defense. And I'm not going to be taking damage from this. Yeah, I didn't take any damage from this. 2 threat then from not today. And that ends that activation. Attacks their Predator, whose hand I haven't even looked at yet. I think I'm just going to take it for 4 damage. I keep forgetting I've forgot like the last 3 turns to get ready for a self-destruct. Alright. Attach. So he takes 1 less damage from everything. So the top 3. So let's move these down. Energy, 2 fists, 3 fists. So it actually doesn't count the resources, just counts the cards. So this is 2 fists, so I take 2 damage. And the energy is exhaust and upgrader, support, I control, exhaust, endurance. In my personal opinion, the rule of the game should be that the only cards that can be exhausted are cards that can be exhausted. Like this does not have text on it that allows it to be exhausted. So a lot of times when you're forced to exhaust a card, you just pick something like endurance, which doesn't fucking matter. It's still giving me 3 hit points. There we go for Sinestro. One revealed something. Place one additional. Yeah, all those Sinestro core. Sinestro core minions. Oh man. Oh man. So the most this will ever get is 6. I think there's 6 Sinestro core. This might you could probably afford to make this stronger. I mean, it's an easy. I feel like this is meant to be not a difficult campaign or encounter, so it's probably fine as it is. I'm just saying. Over here, I want to end this at some point. So, also I defeated a minion last time, so I need that back. Use this to 2. Use this to 2. Attack. Have this right. Attack with 1, 2, 3 for this. So I'm attacking for 10 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should have 1 more because of this. Is it 26? You should have 1 more. I'm going to play it on the safe side. I think you might have had 26 and I hit it 1 too many times. Cannot play this, so I think I'm going to flip down. Oh, you can't. Okay, I don't think it's come up, but I didn't realize that I couldn't interlock if I'm in alter ego. I'm going to search my deck for an upgrade. Combat training. You know, screw it. 1, 2, combat training, and now 5 attack. Right. The Wraith. Ding, ding, dong, ding, 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 dong. Get the heads ringing. Dong, ring, ding, 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 dong. So I'd be able to. Oh, this is gone. I could. If I put smoke bombs in play, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tech cards. I could do 7 damage off of that. 1. But I need all my tech ready to do this. Attack for 3. 2, 3. I'll exhaust this to ready, which readies him. I will attack with this for 2 and attack with him again. And I need to put 3 back on him. So with 1, 2, 3, and then put 3 back on him because of this. I don't have a Fisty and energy. No, I do not. I did when these were ready. But I don't anymore. So that is me being dumb. Me dumb. Me am dumb. So dumb. I forgot about this. Yep, me dumb. Actually, you know what? I can unforget about this now. Let's grapple hook it. Get out of here. Me am dumb. Me so stupid. 1, 2, Jesus Christ, 4, 5, 6. This and 4. Prompt 2 invention. 1, 2, 3. We each take 1 damage for his upgrade. Schemes for 4. Attacks for. I will. Exhaust. Not today. I'm blocking for 5. More than enough to not take damage. I remove 2 threat from a scheme. I am an alter ego. Add threat equal to my recovery. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am choose either take 1 damage or place 2 threat on the main scheme. I will take the 1 damage. Also, if I defend against an attack, I would have dealt 1 damage back to him. I finally remembered this card. Yeah, take the 1 damage. It doesn't bother me at all. Here, all right. What I got? Loving is what I got. This. Draw 2. Desperate defense and legacy. And then I will. I think I did that wrong. It should be. Yeah, I played her impromptu invention wrong each time I've done it. It's put a tech card from your hand into play, exhausted. I've been searching and then putting it in exhausted. So my mind combined the bottom 2 things. So I'm gonna put it from my hand into play exhausted, which doesn't do anything against it. I'll spend 1, 2, 3 for legacy. I'll exhaust this ready. Legacy, I'll exhaust him, deal 1 damage to him. So all my characters get +1 attack. I've got 3 attack on her and 4 attack on him. I'll use micro-targeting computer on myself to get 4 damage. So 3. And he attacks for 3. It's 4, but then 3 after the reduction. That is. Oh yeah, this is that. End turn. What's he at? 6. I'm not going to heal. I'm going to flip. I've got 5 attack. 5 attack. Exhaust this. And exhaust this. With both of these. To do 11 damage. All right. That was a long game. All right. What do I think here? So, final verdict on Sinestro, because I think this is going to be the last time I play him. I'd definitely play him again, though. Like, not even for CAS testing. Just play him again. I think the decision I made to make this on the next attack is probably the best thing for him. I know today was kind of a messy game, but I didn't I don't think I missed too much, even if I did it out of order. I have days like that sometimes where my attention just is not oriented to P. Yeah, I think this operates at its best when it is your next attack discard, like it discards after your next attack. It works better that way. It makes it so that he's not, you know, really any stronger than he was before, but at least it's used. He feels like he's meant to be a 2 out of 5 star difficulty character, and he plays like it. He's a great. This is a great encounter. I really think it is. I'm gonna pass it. Or pass it. I'm gonna say it should pass the cast review. I'm not playing a second game today. That was an hour and 45 minutes. Um, he's just enjoyable. He really is. His art is all around great, even if I'm not particularly a big fan of the one he has where Parallax is like making the card all yellow. This one, it doesn't look like it's resed up properly. It might just be how bright it is. It's hard for me to tell. I won't mark points off of not being able to tell if this is low res or not. Everything else in his deck is amazing. The modular is really good. I enjoy the modular, even though nothing really happened from it this time around. Yeah, this is definitely something that I think other people should play. I think I'd play it again. Um, I've thoroughly found this enjoyable. Um, so yeah, that's where I'm at with Sinestro. This is a great um this is a great encounter. I think it's great for new players. I think it's great for experienced players, although um it's not overly difficult. So some experienced players just might be like, oh, it's not difficult enough for me. I need the Dark Souls all my games. But yeah, it's fun as it is. Predator, I think Predator might be too strong. He he feels way too powerful. I didn't even use this. I should have used this. I should have used that to just blow up everything in the world. Oh, actually, this is when you defeat an enemy, right? After you defeat him. Oh, I was about to say, if it was defeated an enemy, that'd be pretty funny. Just place one more counter on there for the hell of it. So where I'm at with the Predator is I know he's reviewing as a strong character, and I think some people have been holding that against him. All 3 of his resource cards in my hand. Fantastic. I do think I agree that he might be too strong. He might need some nerfing in here. But where it would be, I don't know if I know exactly where I'd nerf him at. Let me look at his cards here. So first thing first, in keeping up with the way how the game does it, or is it this right here should not be permanent setup, it should just be permanent. By default, permanent cards start the game and play, so it doesn't need setup on it. His text would indicate in the setup that he would be putting this into play. His cards, Biohelmet is extremely strong. You gave a character no thwarting, but the second he gets this, he's getting anywhere between, well, sometimes 0, but a lot of times he's going to be averaging 1 to 2. So he's essentially like a 1 to 2/3/2. Actually, this is strong, but I don't think it's overpowered. It works. It does what it needs to do. He should feel like a character that's on the attack all the time, uh, who can hurt you at all the times. So he's fine in those regards. This is extremely good. Do we have precedent for what? There aren't a lot of identity-specific retaliate cards, are there? I know there's Cap's Shield that costs 1 and gives him +1 defense. So is piercing equivalent to +1 defense? Yeah, I guess it is. So I guess the cost to it is fine. Yeah, there's probably no issue with that. Yeah, this is a completely fine card. Self-destruct is... I know it's got a long build up to it, but man, that is so extremely fucking strong. All these cards are like the strong cards right now. The Ultra Trophy Room. I actually really like this. I think this is really a good card. I think it should have a cap on it. In a minion heavy, like this has only 6 minions in it, I think, by default, because it's Parallax, it's his 4 Sinestro core friends, and then you get Mangog from the sides, or the words from the modular. So in a minion heavy thing, it would not be overly difficult to get all the resources you need. You could have a turn where you get 3, and then you immediately spine rip something. I think it should probably have a cap. Maybe cap it at 3, considering spine rip is 3 would be your most expensive thing, but a cap would be good for it. Right now it's extremely strong. It kind of operates like self-destruct, where there's some build-up needed for it, but it is extremely strong. There's really only one defense event, huh? Interesting. I didn't get a chance to get Jungle Stalk into play ever. Did I? Yeah, no, I never got a chance to Jungle Stalk anything. I had it in my hand once, I think, and I had to use it for a resource. I mean, it's a good card. It works for him. But I didn't find a use for it this game. I mean, like I do everything else, I'm gonna be playing him again. I like how instead of an ally, he gets an enemy. I really actually really like this effect on him. I do not see a reason to put patrol on him at all, because if you play him, then you're immediately going to want to kill him. Like, is he supposed to start the game in the villain deck or anything like that? Like, what's up with this? Do we have anything on this? No, because for some reason we have a Shredder campaigns thing here. Cloak. Yeah, this is all about cloaked. This has nothing on it about how his alien interacts. Find a man, play. So I guess, yeah, you play this from your hand and it just enters play as an enemy. I don't think it needs patrol on it at all. You're playing a character who doesn't have thwart. He doesn't thwart. This isn't thwarting. Although patrol does stop all instances of threat, right? When a minion player cannot use cards they control to thwart. Yeah, so no, it only stops thwart. So you can ignore it with Biohelmet. It has no point in having patrol. The only reason would be to put this into play, engage with somebody else. But if it goes into play from your hand and you're going to kill it turn 1 anyways, who gives a shit? You can play this, kill it immediately, and then you have a Yautja trophy room going on. I almost feel like you could work around this by making the Xenomorph tougher. Make him something that by default you can't kill in 1 hit and farm him so easily. So yeah, this is, unless I'm missing a text somewhere that says that he goes into the encounter deck, which I don't think there is a precedent for that, then you just kill him. He's dead. Play him, kill him, and then I have a resource on Yautja Trophy Room. I remove 2 threat from his scheme because he's a minion that entered play, or 3 threat from his scheme because he's a minion that entered play if I do it on a side scheme. Ghost Protocol. I think this is perfectly fine as it is. I mean, 1 for 2 sounds weak, but it's fine. It's not his strongest card or anything like that. 4 damage. You may discard a cloak status card to either confuse or stun that enemy, or discard an attachment on that enemy. So I think this is fine as it is. I think a lot of his kit doesn't want you to damage as much as it wants you to just flat out kill. So part of me doesn't even think that the text beyond the 4 damage is entirely necessary. Once you're set up, your intention is to plasma cast an enemy to have it in range to be weak enough to kill anyways. He's not here to deal damage, he's here to flat out kill. I think it's fine. The text is fine in the early game, and I don't think you should take it off. But once you get into the late game, when you're set up, it's not needed. Jungle Stalk, yeah, like I said, I didn't get a chance to play it. It looks like a really good card, though. Shadow Counter. It's weird seeing only 1 defense event in a deck. It's a good event. Cloaked is a good ability for him. Spine Rip. Spine Rip is, yeah, you play for this card a lot of times. I think it is. I mean, I think it's fine as it is. It's strong. It's on the strong side, sure. Because it's essentially, you're almost guaranteed to get overkill as long as it's a minion that you're attacking. So it's a bit on the strong side, but it's fine as it is. Targeted, I already talked about targeted. It needs to lose his setup. Infralock. Infralock is kind of weird because it feels strong, but if you didn't have it, you'd lose a good chunk of thwarting. I don't know. I think I need to play test him more to get a good read on Infralock. It feels strong. It feels too strong sometimes, but I don't know. I have to keep play testing him. Predator. This side. What is this side? I have any more cloak statuses here. There's two things in this deck that are going to give him another cloak status. So I don't even know if having that text on him is necessary. You're gonna have a 1 in 7 or 8, like a 12% chance roughly to ever double cloak yourself. If that. No, you wouldn't, because you'd have to, in order to double cloak yourself, you'd have to flip up on the turn that you jungle stalk, and then have something chump block for you with shadow counter so you can get another cloak status. So there's not a lot of opportunities to even make use of extra cloaking. After you change his form, give Predator a cloak status. Yeah, it's still good. Like his Camouflage Hunter is still excellent. I think the cloak status card itself is completely fine. Who made that, by the way? Who made cloak? Because I know I also saw the Ninja Turtles, and that's not a SuperTNT production. It's what is it? Karmi, right? That's not Karmi, is it? That is Ink. Yeah, I knew it was one of the people that had contacted me after I played it. So all in all, I mean, would I? Oh yeah, this side. Yeah, this 3 Infralock. His alter ego ability is extremely strong. It's extremely strong, but at the same time, at least with this pre-con, you're not getting a lot of other upgrades. You'd get this. This. Okay, yeah. Look at this. It's actually taken off now. Those are the cards I had in my play area. Um, it's strong. It's a very strong card. It's essentially just saying you have a 7-card hand size on your alter ego form. Um, I don't know what you do to necessarily knock that down for him though. Oh man, I'm at 2 hours and I've ended this game 15 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream there. I'll probably do the form for Sinestro tomorrow to recommend him um, for being sealed. As weak as I think this card is now, I don't think it's the kind of weak that would that should stop it from being sealed. Um, if it gets changed to what you were talking about before TNT, then I think that's great. As it stands right now, though, I don't know if I'd recommend Predator for sealing. He just feels overpowered. It feels overpowered as hell. Wraith feels fine. I need to make the typo fix. Wraith feels fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream there. It has been 2 hours, so yeah. So have a good morning /day/night wherever you are. We got some snow again, so stay safe, be careful, drive safe, watch out for idiots on the road because God knows there's enough of them. With that, yeah, take it easy.